Hello and welcome back to another VideoDust tutorial. And in this one we're going to talk about the effect called Shapes. So Shapes is a two-dimension shape generator that allows various parameters within the effect to be randomized. So let's get some footage up. And we'll start with a basic square. On the top right you have your blend modes, contrast, brightness, and your smear. On the left here, your shape drop-down menu. This is what shape you're going to choose for this layer 1. So currently we have a flat plane, and that can be a circle or a sphere. Then we have positioning, scale, and rotation. And then the mask and the warp drop-down menu. In mask mode, as we move the position, you can see it's essentially a mask over the input video. And in warp mode, it fills the shape with the input video. So if I change the X and Y scale here, you can see it warps the video. Let me just reset that. And then next to that we have lighting mode. If I turn that on, it's difficult to see because we're using a flat shape. If I change that to say sphere, you can see it adds depth to the shape. So we turn it off. And then up here we have a speed slider, which is in milliseconds. And that speed slider is what's outputting numbers that can be used within various parameters in the app. So if we go down below the speed, we have low and high resolution. Because they're both set to 20, as you can see, the shape is not changing. But as you assign random numbers from a low here, low resolution, to a high resolution of 20, it will step through 0 to 20 randomly, given the speed at which you set this slider to. So if we speed that up, 40 milliseconds, and it's stepping through from 0 to 20 in the resolution. You can also randomize the fill shape. So the fill shape is how you are going to fill this shape. So currently we're using a flat, and you can set lines, points, or all of them. And these line size and point size refer to these lines and points in the drop down. And if we go back to our shape, the sphere, we have flat. You can select all, and that will randomize through all the different shapes. If we put them both to all, it's going to randomize the fill shape, and it's going to randomize which shape to use. So if I show you another preset, preset 12, this is using a sphere on both layers, but because we have the resolution set to 5 and 5, the shape's not going to change because the low and the high are exactly the same number. And we're using light mode. So once again, if we were to increase the resolution on layer 1, we're using a sphere and a flat. So it's just going to randomize the dimensions on a flat fill shape. So if I choose another preset I've set up, this is using spheres again with the same resolution, 5 and 5. No lighting. And I'm using the warp mode, which, as you can see, each shape has its individual video. So if I was to change the scale, it warps the video as well. If I was to change the resolution on shape 1 and shape 2, put the low to 0. Turn the lighting on. Another preset I've set up, preset 10. It's using sphere on both layers, stepping through from 35 to 83, so it's keeping the resolution quite high, and it's randomizing all the fill shapes on both layers. So if we were to change from shape from sphere to all on both of them, it'll randomize all the different shapes. And the last one I've set up, preset 7. So 7 is using flat on both shapes, mask mode on both shapes, and in the fill shape, it's only randomizing the points at a speed of 79 and 35. And one thing to point out with the line size and point size, because we're using points in the fill shape, the point size defaults at 0 for the low. So when you set it to 28 here, that is the high range. So it always randomize from 0 to whatever this number is set to. So if I increase that quite high, say 80, it's stepping through at this speed from 0 to 80. And that goes for the line size as well. So that's shapes for you. Enjoy it. All right. Thank you.